Welcome to the first episode of the TUG podcast powered by Fade Grips. Use code TUG at checkout for a discount on all orders. Capital T, capital U, capital G. So today's topics are going to be conspiracy theories. Each person in the podcast has all brought their own conspiracy theories to the table. We're going to go through them, discuss them, and see what's going on. Any takers on first pick?
Yo, have you ever heard of Momo? Yeah. Guys.
Was that real?
Yeah.
Oh, what?
On. So, right. What's the first conspiracy then?
Do you want to talk about Momo first?
No, you go ahead. Unknown.
God, yo, let's start with yours.
Hey. Okay. So, first off, I feel like we're going to speak about the secret Hollywood paedophile ring.
Yo, to be fair, I have watched a series on it so far, and it's pretty mad.
It is pretty mad. Like, there's just so much going on there, isn't there?
It's an intense thing going on, man. There's a lot of stuff coming out now that, you know, I mean, a year or two ago, no one would have even no one would think it was going on, but now, like, the fact there's not even any media coverage of anything makes it even worse.
Hey, bro, the best thing about it, though, they're all protesting in London outside Buckingham Palace.
Yeah, I know. It's so big.
Well, it's not on the news.
Stars, though.
It's not even
Yeah.
Facebook.
Yo, like you said, like Tom Hanks, you know, like Hillary Clinton, she's going into court for it, isn't she?
On the night. Oh, but the best thing about that, right?
I believe so, yeah. So what's going on down to your country, guys? The UK. So what's going down there?
There's not much really. That was that Jeffrey Epstein case, and it's affiliated with is it Prince?
Prince Andrew. No, it was Prince
Andrew.
Andrew. It was Prince Andrew. He did a interview. I believe it was with the BBC. I think it was with, or it may have even been Channel 4 about the whole thing. And you know, to be fair, it made the situation a lot worse for him. Instead of actually like saying anything about the situation, he just claimed that he didn't even know the girl, that he don't even remember being there. Which, like how are you not going to remember being somewhere?
Yeah,
to be fair though, the girl did change her mind and say that he was never there.
Yeah, but I mean, there is an actual picture.
I reckon they've slipped her some cash.
Yeah. They had to throw some cash.
Yeah, man. There's some cash going on with that.
Because
there's always going to be cash.
So I don't know
involved.
I don't know if any of you seen the Netflix series Filthy Rich about Jeffrey Epstein.
I'm going to.
Haven't.
No, I haven't.
Anyway, so there's an episode in that where it goes over everything, and so the girl that accused Prince Andrew of everything, she has an episode in that, obviously, where she was, well, I don't want to say confirmed, but I'll use the word allegedly for now.
Yeah.
Trafficked and stuff. Like, she even has a picture of the alleged night standing there posing in, I believe it's a doorway with Prince Andrew.
Yeah, nah. You can't claim that he's not there when there's
To be
photographic
fair,
evidence of it.
The biggest conspiracy involving the UK in it, they killed Prince Diana as well, allegedly, because she found out too much. And then I reckon, you know, what's the son called? Is it the ginger one? What's his name? Harry. Yeah.
Prince Harry. Well, no longer
He's
Prince.
The royal family with his missus, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you reckon he found out about it or what?
It could be a factor, but then again, there's the whole like fight between Meghan Markle and Kate Middleton.
Yeah, I believe he's more left it to protect his wife because, like, obviously, if you look at like the circumstances Diana was in with all the media coverage and everything, you know, that happened leading up to her death, I think he's left the royal family for one of the pure reasons of like not having that come upon his wife. You know, he couldn't really.
In all fairness, my dude, I don't even remember when she. Bro, I think she died before I was born, mate.
Yeah, it was like 1990.
She died before I was born, mate. So she definitely died before you was born.
So I've got a question about Jeffrey Epstein's island. Who do you reckon? What was the biggest celebrity shock of the celebrity that was on the island?
Tom Hanks. Hands down.
No,
down.
No,
bro, what about Robert Downey Jr. or Eminem?
Nah, I don't believe that. You know, they were probably there, but I don't think they were involved. but Tom Hanks is like in Instagram pictures. It's
Yeah,
there.
exactly.
You got the code.
Tom Hanks is more like a a confirmed one, whereas
Yeah.
the
What
others are
about
kind of
Ellen?
speculative.
Is she confirmed or what?
So the whole Ellen thing got washed away when it came out about her staff. So the whole I remember seeing at the time about her, when she was filming the Ellen show out of her house.
Yeah.
Apparently that wasn't actually due to COVID or anything. It was due to the fact that she was on house arrest allegedly. And
Oh, damn.
that's why she was filming out of her house, because she couldn't leave it, not because she couldn't not because they didn't want to run the studio. But then obviously with everything coming out about how her staff was treated, that kind of got washed away.
To be fair though, Tom Hanks was supposedly on house arrest as well, but he
I
moved.
did see that one.
I read something about it. He moved away to Greece because apparently they don't treat pedophilia, bro, I can't pronounce it, as a crime. They treat it as a disability, I heard.
What?
I mean, at the end of the day, he's I wouldn't say wealthy. He's a fucking loaded man. You know what I mean? If he wants to leave somewhere, all he's got to do is flash some money. At the end of the day, it's not exactly hard. I think
Yeah.
given enough money, pretty much anyone will break.
Yeah.
It's a sad reality, but literally, like, if you offer someone enough money, they're gonna turn a blind eye to what you're doing.
Luna, you got anything you want to say about that?
I'm not familiar with these conspiracies.
No worries.
Have you
I mean,
That really is. Conspiracy theories are not really like my big topic, but more like the whole political side. I'm like more into it, but not too much though. But
Yeah.
we can start talking about that sooner or later. But yeah,
I mean, to be fair though, if you look at like the political impact it's had, you've got politicians like Hillary Clinton, that it's all come out about. It's come out allegedly that not allegedly, but Donald Trump's obviously had photos taken with Jeffrey Epstein when questioned about it, saying like he doesn't remember meeting him. Like every celebrity, when they've been questioned about like either being on that island or knowing him,
yeah,
has straight up turned around and gone, yo, I don't even remember him. And it's like, maybe one person you could be like, okay, maybe they met them in passing, but like for like all the politicians that have been caught in pictures or on the flight logs with him, and every celebrity that's been caught in the same thing, to turn it around and be like, yeah, I don't remember meeting the man, there's obviously something very wrong there.
There's
Oh, yeah.
definitely something going on with that, though.
yeah. There's something very wrong with that. I agree.
You can't
But
just
like,
turn a blind eye to it.
it takes it back to the whole money thing, because I mean, look at all the girls that was involved. The main reason they didn't say anything was because of how much they was getting paid to either be on the island or be in his houses and stuff. They was getting paid like thousands upon thousands for maybe only being there for a couple of hours. So
Yeah.
There's like,
and then they was getting
dig into the death of like Avicii or
see, yeah, no, I did see about that. It's to do with his Better Days video, isn't it?
someone
And
like that.
it's meant to be that that video actually relates to what is going on at the minute with obviously Free the Children movement. He was trying a sort of way of exposing it, and not too long after, he was found dead. But
It's
whether
like
he
Chester Bennington and Chris Cornell, mate. Does anyone know anything about that? Because I've done a lot of research on that.
I don't
Not
know
really.
too much about the Chester Bennington side of it. No.
No, I haven't.
You're going to be brain shocked by what I've looked into. So, Chester Bennington was obviously abused as a kid, molested and all that. So, he found out that his biological dad was John Podesta.
oh, he's one of the what do you call
He
it?
used to work in the White House.
Yeah,
And,
with Bill Clinton.
Yeah.
and if you do some mad shit about it, John Podesta was one of the suspects of kidnapping Michael McCann.
Was it?
Yeah, bro, it's his on one of the pictures, bro. Him and his brother and Maxwell, I can't pronounce the first name.
Oh yeah, the German.
Yeah, that
guy.
really.
Galeen, I believe it is.
Yes, and him and Chris Cornell both supposedly hung themselves. Two best friends. Shasta killed himself on his birthday about, I think it was like 3 months later or something from each other. It's just a bit awkward, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you know what you were saying about the whole Madeleine McCann thing?
She's on the island, mate.
No, so did you see about when they arrested the German man in connection with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so obviously not well, I think after that I seen two reports come of it. I seen one that they were searching an old property of his which he owned during the disappearance of her, and a second being that they found a hidden cellar underneath an allotment on this property, but nothing ever came back off of it again. So it's now up to the point where it's like, is he just a fall guy at this point? You know, is he some that it's kind of like, okay, we're gonna say this so people kind of think it's being laid to rest,
Yeah.
or is there more to come from it?
It's all a
Yeah,
bit
yeah.
mad, bro. Like, this is just a crazy world. I mean, why do people find it why do people find kids attractive? It's like,
Um,
have you seen Netflix at the minute? That show they're supposed to be adding on the 9th of September?
No.
There's a show called Cuties going on Netflix on the 9th. It's little 11-year-old girls twerking.
Jesus.
They had over 160,000 contestants, like, audition. So basically twerking in front of this one guy. And it won an award, right? But the guy that gave the award has been done for being a paedophile before or something.
What? Damn.
And it's meant to be coming on the 9th of September. And who's in court on the 9th of September?
Okay.
Hillary Clinton. It's just a mad... It's meant to be French or something, this show I heard or something, I believe.
Oh yeah.
No, there's too many connections to it. It's so
Honestly, bro, there's
Way
just so
too
many
much.
connections with the Hollywood... Bro, I mean,
Yeah.
when British people talk about the Hollywood government and all that, we usually get called racist and shit.
yeah,
It is a kind of crazy thing because it's now at a point where, like, say what we're talking about now, conspiracy theories, like a month, maybe 3 months ago, you'd have been called like batshit crazy for like even mentioning the word conspiracy theory, and now it's kind of taken the whole Jeffrey Epstein thing and everything else related to it to come out for people to kind of be like, oh, wait a minute, like, conspiracy theories might have some traction somewhere, especially when half of them do have so much evidence to support them. It's kind of more not a conspiracy theory, it's facts that are being shielded by things like governments, people in power, people with wealth. It's just having the motive to dig deeper and look through things and do your own research to gain an understanding on it.
It's like,
I mean, I've researched quite a lot into this, but I remember there was a point where I was researching some shit, yeah, and my computer just turned off. It was when I was doing my research on the Chester Bennington death and all that. I was digging so hard into it, my computer just bloody died on me. I was like, this is a bit sus.
Yeah, no, it's like with Hillary Clinton, a couple of years ago with that, where that woman went to that country to help out, and it turned out she was trying to traffic like 100 kids or something back to the US, and Hillary Clinton tried to defend her on it and brought her back to the US, and all the charges were dropped and shit. But no, it's a
Yeah,
it's a
it is. It's the thing is as well. Like, so say all like your low level things, it's so openly broadcasted and so well known. But once you start moving up to people in power and wealth and things like that start coming out about them, nobody wants to pay attention. Like, nobody seems to care, or like no media wants to broadcast it purely because of how much power they actually hold.
Yeah.
There was one woman that wanted to broadcast it, but they fired her.
Yeah.
I mean, there's been so many cases of people either like saying I'm gonna hold a press conference about this, or I've got big things to say, or I've got like I'm gonna expose this person, that person, or I'm gonna expose this whole thing, and then suddenly they end up magically dying, or they
Yeah,
have
I
apparently
agree.
killed themselves conveniently, maybe a day or two from when they're planning on making this big announcement.
Oh yeah.
Like Isaac Happy, he's dead. Tom Hanks
It's
predicted a death, and then he died. And he was the one that called Tom Hanks out because he was best friends with Seth Green or something. And Seth Green came to him and was like, basically openly admitted he was a paedophile and stuff. And all fact, I don't know who Seth Green is, so
he voices Chris on Family Guy. And if you've
Yeah.
ever watched Austin Powers, he is oh damn, what's his name? I can't think of the guy's name, but his son in that as well.
Yeah.
do we?
No. If you've I can't remember what he's called in Austin Powers, but
Austin Powers.
yeah. The name's lost me, but yeah, he's also in that. He's in a lot of stuff. But yeah,
Have
there's
you
also
noticed as well? Sorry.
no, go on.
All the big Hollywood supposedly, like you can't really call them a paedophile just yet, but alleged, we'll say that, have all won
Allegedly.
awards in the past. Like they're the ones that mainly win big awards like Oscars and stuff.
Mhm.
But
Well,
I just saw on Facebook just then, Johnny was like, "How has this man not won an award yet?" And it's a picture of Johnny Depp in every film he's been in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Johnny Depp hasn't even.
Well, that's the thing. So Hollywood is. I'm pretty sure at this point it's known Hollywood is a corrupt place. There's a lot of people come out and said
Yeah.
there is a lot of corruption that goes down in Hollywood. There's a lot of things where it's, you know what I mean, it's influenced by higher people. We'll leave
Yep.
it at that one. There's a lot of organizations and or people in the world that have a lot of wealth and a lot of power that not many people know the names of these people and or organizations. Well, big example would be Jeffrey Epstein. Look at how nobody knew him.
Yeah.
Like
And
nobody.
Arrested in the 90s or something, didn't he?
Yeah, so he caught cases in the early 2000s, I believe it was, to do with I want to say it was sexual harassment and some other things as well.
Wasn't he a school teacher?
Huh?
Wasn't he like a school teacher at one point?
I don't quite. No. The man just kind of came out of nowhere with a unexplained wealth. Like he was among the wealthiest people in the world, but nobody knew his name and nobody knew where his wealth came from.
I think about 3
Yeah.
years ago, or 3 or 4, maybe 5 years ago, I remember I was in school. I googled it on my computer. Right? I was like, I was just googling the top 10 richest people. Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw his name on there, and I was like, "Nah, I've never heard this guy." The only one I remember hearing about was like Bill Gates. This Bill Gates, isn't it?
Yeah.
yeah.
He's
So
apparently involved as well with the coronavirus tests and that.
That's mad. You know, the whole Tom Hanks thing. So there was this actor who was like threatening to, uncover everyone and stuff. And apparently he committed suicide under this bridge on Route
Yeah, that was that.
66.
Isaac Happy, the one we just spoke about.
Yeah, what you call it? Apparently he committed suicide, didn't he? But then Tom Hanks posted a picture on IG saying roadkill on Route 66 underneath the bridge. That guy died.
But there was also another thing about all his posts that Tom Hanks made. There was always a secret message on every one of them.
Yeah. And Tom Hanks, actually not Tom Hanks, but
No, I feel like it comes
Bill
down
Gates
to,
buying TikTok. So what do you guys think about that?
Wait, he banned TikTok?
America is banning TikTok, but Bill Gates is going to go buy it, basically.
Bro, like, we don't hear about that shit in the UK, though.
Yeah, we don't get.
Oh,
UK.
dude,
Well, what's
Dude,
going
man,
on over
dude,
there?
man, shit's going on, dude. Yeah, shit's been going on since like a past, like about a month ago. Like stuff is going past like all these theories about that Bill Gates is going to go buy TikTok and Donald Trump is going to go ban it. So that's why Bill Gates said, okay, well I go buy it because it's like one of like the richest person in the world
Exactly.
basically. So there's a lot of people who's just I'm telling about he's going to go buy it and shit. So that's I mean that's what I heard, but I didn't really got I got into it that much, but yeah.
It'll be so good if TikTok got banned.
Oh yeah, I agree. TikTok, fuck, dude.
What did you guys
Honestly,
think of the five? Wait, Brad, I don't even know if you had these in America, but there was a big thing in Britain at one. Well, UK or England, should I say? Of 5G. As soon as lockdown happened, these towers started coming out of nowhere. These 5G towers.
Yeah, the 5G towers.
yeah, I have heard of those.
They're bringing out the
They
new
were
ones.
extremely big. Apparently, they were
Verizon and Spectrum, Verizon and a Sprint is right now making them. Supposedly there's a bunch of commercials going on about they're making 5G towers down to like France, Spain, freaking Rome, the fucking UK, some of them in the US, but not a lot of them. But yeah, that's what I heard.
No, I think it's a waste. I reckon what you call it. They should be all looking into going to the moon. It's like with Elon Musk trying to colonize Mars.
Yeah, there are.
A lot of people give like stick for that about money going into it and saying like why isn't that money spent on like Earth, you know what I mean, on social sides of it. But the thing is with like colonizing Mars and stuff is that say I don't know America and Russia decide to go fuck it and nuke each other, everyone gets involved then. You know what I mean? That like colonizing either Mars or the moon is like a backup plan.
Yeah.
It's kind of security for us because obviously, yeah, we have nuclear bunkers and stuff, but only the
But
rich
still.
get into them.
Yeah.
Only the
I know.
rich get into them, man. Like, ain't no one other than the rich getting into there. Speaking like about nuclear bunkers, there's a massive one under London that is connected to Downing Street, Westminster, Buckingham Palace, and everything. So like that's an example of it. Only the rich are getting into that, you know.
Wait, are you talking about like air raid shelters or bunkers?
No,
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 it's all
like
bunkers.
there's a
Nuclear
massive
bunkers.
nuclear. Yeah, no, there's a massive nuclear bunker under London, man. Search it up. There's hidden doors
Yeah.
all over London to access it.
But no, it's like
There's there's just like white doors down side alleys and stuff that actually go down into this like into the tunnels and stuff leading to this bunker.
What, like
People-
doors that you walk past every day? You're like,
Yeah, yeah, literally like doors you would walk past every like thousands, well, millions of people walk past them doors every week and don't know what they're there for.
Yeah,
It
no.
looks they look like a fire exit or something to like a building, but they actually lead underground. I can't remember the exact location of it, but yeah, it's like you know the central London sort of area between like Buckingham Palace, Downing Street, and all that lot. It's all connected up by tunnels and stuff.
it's
Okay.
That's like a known fact as well. That's not like some made up stuff. Like you can go research that, look it up, see it. Like you know, there's stuff published on it, but obviously it doesn't go into extreme detail because nobody really knows other than the people that need to know.
who are the people in the UK that need to know, do you reckon? Like,
The Queen, the Prime Minister, MPs, probably a couple of the Queen's Guard and stuff. I'm assuming they'd probably know, obviously for protection and whatnot.
Generals,
You know, there'll
maybe.
yeah,
Rich people.
There'll be people over at like MI5 and stuff that know, but
Yeah.
No, it's like,
Fuck. I was thinking about something, but I just I forgot about it. Someone, go ahead.
in Siberia, they've made a seed farm where countries can donate seeds into a bunker.
yeah,
So if
yeah,
there
yeah.
is something-
The giant refrigerated one in the mountain.
Yeah, that's
It's got like every seed on the earth. So like if anything ever happens that we can like replant everything and go from there.
Which, to be fair,
Wait,
is good that they're
what?
thinking ahead. Yeah, it's like a
Yeah,
massive
no,
bunker.
yeah. It's literally like, so it's just a bunker and it's just filled with like pods and stuff that all contain seeds for like every plant on Earth, so that in the event, say there's either a catastrophic event, maybe it's a nuclear war, a meteor strike, something, that damages plant life everywhere, then
Yeah.
all these things are safe in this bunker. We could go in, access them, replant all the plants, and bring things back to, well, not normal, but get things going.
Try to bring it back to normal.
Yeah,
basically.
exactly.
But
With
then
the government.
yeah, but then again, I reckon it's good that we're trying to subcolonize Mars as well, because then events like that do happen. There's 2 planets that you can reside on then.
Exactly. Realistically, the only reason we don't get hit by things like asteroids, meteors, and whatnot is because of the moon. Like that is a big, well, not anymore really. There's not anything passing nearby that's big enough, well, scary enough that it's going to hit us. But in previous times, like if you look at all the impact craters and stuff on the moon, it's literally a shield. Like without the moon, life may have not even begun on Earth.
There was one in Mexico, wasn't there, where a massive meteor struck?
Yeah, the massive. That's what is believed to have wiped out the dinosaurs. That one.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, have you guys ever heard about this new branch of the Americans just made? It's
You mean the
called
Space Force?
yeah, Space Force.
Yeah.
It's called the United States Space Force.
What's that?
And I'm not too sure about it, but it involves in like space and shit. Sooner or later they'll be fighting against like fucking some laser weapons, fucking laser missiles and shit. Dude,
The thing,
everything is gonna be.
so the thing
Well, not
about them doing that is there's also international treaties which state that no one is actually able to claim any oh god, what's the word? Any like any kind of planet or moon in our solar system. They can set up camp there, but so say the US land on the moon, they plant their flag, so they can't own that bit of land. They can just say they're there and we're doing research there, but that's all they can say. They can't say they own it. No one can own
yeah.
any part of any planet
No
other
one
than
can
Earth.
now own it at all. Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. But have you ever heard about like the first man landed on the moon? Most people thinks in the America which is fake, which is I don't believe it's fake.
No,
But
I believe that's 100% real. If so
yeah,
NASA themselves said that they had to doctor some of the footage, but that was only because the radiation burned out some of the film, so they had to kind of cobble some of it together. They
Yeah,
didn't
makes
actually
sense.
Yep.
record. They didn't record anything new. They only edited it.
yeah, yeah. Edit some of the stuff that actually
Hmm.
look like it virtually, but they cannot record it because of that fucking because of like this
So
bacteria which is inside the fucking
yeah,
moon's atmosphere and shit and stuff, just destroying everything.
so the whole
But
thing.
yeah, I believe about it, but other people don't really believe about it. I'm trying to get into people's heads. Said, yeah, NASA proves that that's real, but but they cannot basically record it, so they had to go put everything together. But yeah,
Yeah. So the thing
go
about
ahead.
that is as well, it was worked out at the time that it would actually have cost more money to stage the moon landing than it actually
Yeah,
did to get to the moon. It would have cost so much in trying to make everything so real, make everything edit and everything, that it wouldn't have been worth it. It was actually cheaper to go to the moon. That's the thing. And
but yeah,
How long did it take to get to the moon again?
I believe like a
it was like a week, I
three
think.
3 weeks. I believe. I'm not too
Yeah,
sure.
I thought it took 2 years or something. What?
No,
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 no, no.
no.
It's about 3 weeks. I believe 1 to like 3 weeks maybe.
How long
While
was
we're
it
on,
gone for?
while we're on conspiracy theories, actually, so has anyone ever seen any interviews with Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin when they talk about that they actually seen objects flying next to
Yeah,
them and stuff on the way to the
I
moon,
have heard about
and that
those. Yeah.
Never seen them, no.
then
But
they,
I believe they never went to the moon.
but yeah, they did interviews and they were saying that they actually like they was communicated with by something while they was on the way there. They had things following them like crafts tailing them and everything.
Yep.
And with obviously the like FBI and everything's stuff, obviously they have a set amount of time they can keep it top secret before it's actually released to the general public. And like every time they have to release stuff, there is so much stuff dumped in about aliens and UFOs and everything.
Yep.
Um,
About
there's
Area 51 and shit.
yeah, there's like videos, well, interviews with Air Force pilots where they're like saying, yeah, when we're out in our jets and stuff, we actually have like we get warnings from base that there's a no-fly zone because there's UFOs flying in it. They've like got recordings and everything of crafts making 90-degree turns mid-air and then flying off at like unholy speeds.
Yeah.
The thing is, I don't see why they cover that shit up, because it's not like we can just somehow magically go out there and find them or something.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. But yeah, there's so many videos you can find of like actual taken inside like Air Force fighter jets of them tailing like these crafts that are making 90-degree turns. They're doing like way above any speed we
More
can
advanced
achieve
stuff
on
than
Earth.
we are.
Yeah.
Again,
Yeah.
that
But
stuff,
like stuff what were like 20, 30, 40, 50, I don't know, 100 years away from being able to do. Like, and these crafts are doing it, and it's honestly crazy.
no, it's it. Life outside of Earth is definitely possible. There's no way, like, out the whole of the universe, we can't just be the one planet that's
Yeah,
life.
I think that's one of the most vain things about humans is the belief that we're the only things that exist
like
in the universe.
But we're
Like,
not alone though. There's like
yeah, exactly.
millions and millions of fucking different creatures around the world, even around like the whole galaxy. Like there's multiple creatures, and we do not know about it. But we know like some of them, like about in like the sea of like the megalodon.
yeah, it's
You
like
got
the
this big
sea.
ass fucking dragon thing who's in the
Yeah,
water.
so
We've only discovered
But
like
with
yeah,
2% of
with
it.
things existing on other planets and stuff as well. I don't know if any of you have seen about. I want to say it was Curiosity on Mars. Took a
yeah,
rock sample and they found like living like bacteria and stuff
Yeah.
in there. Like
Yep.
the so like yes, it's not like super intelligent life, but for an example, that is life. That's life that has learnt to evolve to withstand Mars's radiation, its dust storms. It's like it's crazy there. So like to think that we're the only planet that's able to host life is ridiculous because it's guaranteed that there is life out there somewhere. It may be more advanced than us, it may be less advanced than us, and I guarantee there's something in the middle, and I guarantee there is something more advanced than us, and I guarantee there's something less advanced than us.
Saying that the bacteria on Mars, it's like our planet started off like we started with amoebas, so it is possible.
Exactly.
Like they
We
could
we
just be at that
started off
stage.
we started off well, they believe we started off as bacteria living around I can't remember what they're called now, but underwater vents where it was releasing hot water.
Yeah,
And so technically we are all aliens on our own planet because they believe that the stuff that kickstarted and catalyzed life on Earth came from meteorites.
yeah,
yeah.
So it was the meteorites and stuff that put stuff into the water as well to make it all up. So we're basically were aliens on our own planet. We came from these meteorites and
Yeah.
landed here.
I think that
So
the bacteria, that's the only reasonable explanation you can see, because there's no way just like one day people just came out of nowhere.
yeah,
It
it's
just doesn't happen like that.
It's
yeah,
not when God sent Adam and Eve and fucking just create like a huge fucking population. I know they cannot do that,
exactly
but that's
that's
like religion and shit. So people know, well, people believe about it, but just like other people who believes that we used to be like apes and like stuff like that. Like we used to be like lizards, just evolved to like monkeys into
That is
apes
believable
into
though. That's
human
believable.
size. Yeah, I know.
The thing about it is as well is even in humans, you can see evolution everywhere in
Yeah.
different countries. You can see how people have evolved to live in
Yeah,
their climates and their countries. Just by literally looking at their features, you can tell, like, you know what I mean? If, say, I'm trying to think of an example now.
Mate, just look at the
Say,
chimps. It's
so you have in Nepal, you have the Sherpas
yeah.
that climb Mount Everest. Now they can get pretty much near the peak of Mount Everest without any bottled O2 or bottled oxygen or anything. Well, that just wrapped about everything up for today's episode. You know, next one's probably going to be a bit longer. We'll be coming with more topics, more things to speak about, and more content. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Go follow the Twitter at Tug for Life. That's at Tug for Life. And also go follow the Instagram. It is again TUG for Life. And just want to give a big shout out to our sponsors, Fade Grips. If you use code TUG at checkout, you'll get a 15% discount on all items and orders.